How's it going, YouTube? This is Zeke from Coyotemon Plays, and sorry for the absence, kinda let the ball drop. Wasn't a big fan of BT11, but now that BT12 has rolled around, we have a few new decks to play. Black War Greymon meta was definitely not my favorite meta, to say the least. But today, we have Beelza X versus Red Hybrid, so let's get into the games. Start things off. I will be playing Red Hybrid on the left, and my friend Alan will be playing Beelza on the right. So I'll hatch Yoko, Digivolve into Flamemon from BT4. And playing out the new Takuya, so he's a memory setter. We have Impmon Digivolved into the back. And then another Impmon played. No hits. I believe that adds a Beelza or Ayamako. Playing out another Impmon to pass the turn. Very Rookie Rush heavy for the Beelza deck. So we're gonna play out another BT4 Flamemon. We have 3 hits there. No Tamer, but we at least get a hybrid. And it looks like we will be picking up the Burning Greymon, so possibly missing level 4s in hand. Swing in. Draw 1 off the on deletion from Yoko because now we have a red Tamer. And playing out another Takuya to pass turn. Swinging in and hitting a third Takuya, swinging in and hitting the Burning Gray, so time to mill. Not able to play out an Impmon, but he does get the Rival's Barrage. Swings in again, hits a 4th Takuya, and then another Impmon is played. So that's 1 Flamemon and 4 Takuyas versus an army of Impmons. So this is game right here because my deck does not run any board clear. So with all those Impmons in play, he could just hard swing in and Rookie Rush me down. So we're going to start with a swing of a Flamemon. It dies. Promote the Takuya, Digivolve into Burning Gray, so plus 2k, plus another 3k, so 13k 3 checks. 1, and then it hits the blast mode, dying. It did take it took a security, so we get the plus 2 memory there. Digivolve into Burning Gray. And if you're wondering why I didn't Digivolve into the other one for the memory, I didn't have another level 4 in hand. I was actually hoping this Burning Gray would die so I could warp in. But unfortunately, with the way my hand was this game, I had too many Tamers and not enough actual hybrids. I think I was sitting on 3 different Megas in hand at this point, and not the Alda that I wanted. So I ended up playing the new Flamemon from BT12, dropping an Emperor Gray, and passing turn. But all he has to do is turn all the little imps sideways. And at this point, we're just going through the motions, but we both know he's got it. Another Takuya. Alright, GG's, on to game 2. Me and him are actually discussing this. I am still always a go second gamer if I can help it. I prefer card draw over anything else, but let me know how you all feel about the new BT12 decks, because a lot of Beelza players actually like to go first. But it looks like he Digivolved all the way up into Wizardmon. I played out a Tamer, and now he's Digivolving into the BT10 Ballmon, I believe that is. So he's going to hatch, Digivolve into Impmon, and swing. Using the Wizardmon effect and then the mills, gaining all of that memory and doing all the Beelza shenanigans. Checking into a Burning Gray so it stays alive. Digivolving into Wizardmon in the back. And it looks like that is going to pass turn over to me with 1 memory. If I remember correctly, this was after a mulligan, and this hand was even brickier than the last one. So we will see. I think we're talking about on deletion effects at this point. I'm gonna Gravity Crush here. Not a card you see very often. Digivolve into Burning Gray. Digivolve into Alda. And I think we were trying to do the math right now. If I was to kill his Balmon, if he was actually able to play anything. And he was hoping that on the mills he'd get it, but there's actually no Beelza in trash right now for him to play out. So one thing that we missed here, we discussed it a couple of turns later, or actually the turn after it happened, but he should be at 5 memory here from the Gravity Crush. But he said at the end of things, it wouldn't have changed any of his plays, because he knows that if he kills that Emperor, I'm going to get to play out a Takuya from hand or trash. But it was at this point, when the Takuya came out here, that he's like, well, you're going to 3 anyway, so... He played out the rookie, so he should be at 3. But it would have allowed him to play something else, but he said he didn't have anything else in hand that he would actually play. Passing back over with 3 memory. The new Emperor has the Sec +1 inherently, but right now he's sitting at 3 checks because he's well above the limit for that Takuya. This is actually where we're discussing the memory for the Gravity Crush, but he said as soon as the Takuya came out, it really didn't matter either way, because he was planning on doing that swing. Atomic Inferno, so now that's 4 checks. This was a misplay on my part because I thought he was... For some reason I thought I had already done a single security check, but here's where I thought, yeah, I'm swinging for game. He's like, I still have 1 security left. Oops. But I did the move, so we're going through the motions. I'm just gonna play out another Takuya just in case he kills my Emperor. That way if the Emperor dies, I can just warp right back into another one and close the game out that way. If I remember correctly, I'm sitting on the Blitz in hand at this point. We see he's got a couple of options in hand, and yeah, this is where the Deathslinger comes out. And this allows me to play the Memory Setter Takuya from trash, so now it doesn't matter which one I have, but showing him, I'm able to warp right back into it and just swing for game. And that will wrap up game 2. Now we move on to game 3. This is actually where we were discussing it, because he lost and he's going first. Not my choice, but we'll see how it goes. So he Digivolves Impmon, plays Miss Memory Boost. I'm gonna Digivolve into the Piercing Flamemon in the back, and then play out another Flamemon, digging for top 4. No Takuya in sight. So this one digs deeper, but only allows you to play 1. So I end up grabbing the rookie and letting the Aguni to the bottom and missing out on that Pokemon. Digivolving into Burning Gray to pass turn. So he's gonna swing, hits the Flamemon. And this is a very interesting interaction here. So he used the Pagu effect first, so that technically puts them in the trash. They are deleted, but if he pulls it out with the Beelze, he won't get to trash 3 more. So he can decline to activate the Beelze because it's a you may. So instead, he's just going to allow it to get deleted so he can mill 3 more, in which he mills another Impmon and mills 3 more. This is where I want to caution all Beelze players, make sure you are doing things in the correct order. You have to finish the first 3 mills before you get to actually start the next 3 mills, and a lot of effects resolutions happen. It's why he wasn't able to take that Impmon back. But he's gonna play another Impmon after an IE Mako to pass the turn back over. So we're gonna promote and then just play another Flamemon. Looks like I'm trying to rookie roast this game. We're able to grab the Aguni and the Takuya there. We do have the Flamemon inheritable on the Burning Gray, so if it dies we get to play that Takuya from hand. And then, of course, gaining all the memory from milling with this deck. 2 Rival Barrage out and an Iron Mako, and quite a few things in trash. See how he's gonna pass the turn. Missed Memory Boost, and then just hard dropping a Balmon. Expecting me to kill it so he can warp right in. Alright, hatching the Yoko after he figures out all of his effects. I swear the end of Beelze turns take forever. So we're gonna Digivolve into Flamemon, swing with the Burning Gray. He hits the Death Slinger, so of course he's not gonna target the one that I want. And I don't have a Tamer to get the draw off. We're gonna swing in with the Flamemon and then just hard play the Takuya instead. If you can't get it to play my way, I'll just play it myself. Alright, promotes Impmon. Swings with Balmon, gets mill 3, and then mill 3 more, gain 1 from Deathslinger. Hits the Burning Gray, so it's still alive. Similar to my play, if I can't do it myself, or if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. So he Digivolves into the Beelze, mills 4, gains 1 there, and then gains 4 cards in trash, so puts him back up to 2. Cracks Rival's Barrage, and this is when I was telling him he should just go into the Beelze X, because this is gonna strip 2, and then he swings for game. And that'll wrap up the 3. He was going to try to do some fancy play with Blast Mode, but here is the Beelze deck list, and then my Red Hybrid deck list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry for my time off, but it was well needed and well deserved. So I will try to continue on making sure that I get at least 2 videos out to you guys a week. Now that BT12 is in full swing, I will definitely be going to my locals at least twice a week. And whether it's matches of myself recorded or with my friends or some of their games, I'll make sure to have those for you. But until next time, I'll see you on the digital plane playing the Digimon card game.